Hi, everybody. I'm sorry that this is such short notice, but it sort of occurred to me as I was getting ready to package up uh, a whole bunch of brand new Funko Pops that I should let you see some of this stuff and give you an idea of how I do it. This is only going to be about 5 minutes of your time or so, but I just didn't want these to go away and then have to tell you about it later. By the way, many of you have been following me on Instagram. We just did an Instagram live, and Nicole, who works with me, and my friend Jerry Lynch, she might be knocking on the door any minute to pick these up. But before she does, let me show you some of this stuff. Okay, let's go to, guys, incredibly just completely clean drafting table where it doesn't look like any work gets done. And here we go. Let's go there right now. And folks, have you ever seen this many oil-based paint markers in your lives? I know. Well, we have hundreds and hundreds of these and hundreds of dollars all packed up because, you know, I go all out when I go to work on something for you. And this, by the way, is just a sampling of the new batch. So let me, and just in case you've just tuned in, hi, it's Guy, and now back to our regularly scheduled stuff. And yes, I am representing the Muppets, and oh my gosh, I look fat, and I'm not at all. But it's wonderful what these camera angles can do. Okay, so we're back. So let me show you a few of these. By the way, we flatten these and then I paint all over them, and then they get put back together like this. And the toy goes inside. If you're not already subscribing to my website, and this is not my regular website, this is a brand new website that Jerry Lynch and I have been working on very hard. It's called guyspops.com. guyspops.com. And if you see anything here that you really want, then don't write to me, but go to guyspops.com and write to customer service and let them know that one of these is the exact one that you want. But we have hundreds, literally hundreds up there. Anyway, here's my tribute to the king of cartoons, as far as I'm concerned, Walter Lantz. I love drawing Walter. One of the fun things that I get to do when I'm doing the Pops is do characters that I'm not normally associated with, like Boo from Monsters, Inc. And this one, and by the way, all of the paintings are really totally, completely different. Each one of these is its own thing, and you can see that there's a lot of modeling on this. And here's Boo from Monsters, Inc., and she's got her little Kermit doll. In this Boo, see, it's totally different. And there'll be a Boo toy inside this that you'll be able to see. And she's got her baby. These are not cooperating, but I hope you're getting the idea here. There's Boo with her baby animal, and where there's Boo from Monsters, Inc. Could Sully be far behind? Nope. There's a really fun painting that I did of Sully, and of course this is a box. And inside the box is going to be the Sully toy. That looks a little something like that. And look, you get a Cookie Monster on there. If I'm going to draw one monster, why don't I draw two, right? This one was a lot of fun. You know, sometimes I do lots and lots and lots of a certain character. Of course, they're always different. But sometimes just one. And in this case, just one. there's the 1980s version of Beetlejuice. And the Beetlejuice toy goes inside. And of course, if Beaker ever saw Beetlejuice, he would meep out, wouldn't he? So I like to do that a lot, you know, do a mashup. Oh, here's one for all of you Fraggle Rock fans. And I know that Sprocket is the hardest one to get. Hi, Memo Durbin, how are you? Sprocket's the hardest one to get, and we have gotten a whole bunch of them for you, so you don't have to scour the market looking for them. You know, these were Toys R Us exclusives, and so when Toys R Us went out of business very, very quickly after this came out, they went off the market really quick. So this is a really hard one to find, and we have some with my paintings on them, and of course I love drawing Sprocket. And here I get to do two of my favorite cartoonists work in their style. First of all, the great Chuck Jones and Dr. Seuss, my hero, all at once. And here's Max, and there'll be a Max toy in there, of course, and where there's Max, who can be far behind and not far behind at all, the Grinch. Again, I got to draw in the style of Chuck Jones, and also a favorite Dr. Seuss character of mine, and all at once. And this, of course, this, instead of him looking very Grinchy like he does in a lot of my paintings, this is where his heart keeps growing and growing as the Christmas spirit finally gets to it. That was so much fun to do. You know, one of the things that I really love about doing the Funko Pops is that I get to challenge myself. Number one, I'm drawing directly with indelible oil-based markers right onto plastic. And so if I make a mistake, well, it's there. You know, it's like I'm a trapeze artist and there's no net, you know. And it's a real challenge for me. The other challenge is, instead of drawing the same characters over and over again, I get to do new ones all the time, and that's a challenge too. And so whichever pop you wind up getting, and you give it to me to color on, then I get to draw that character. And this is really rewarding and wonderful for me. Here's a Tigger looking bouncy as usual, and I think we'll stay on the Disney idea. Yeah, here's a Simba that I did, and of course I never get to draw a Simba. And you know, I started working for Walt Disney when I was 16 years old, through the auspices of the offices of Whitman Publishing. And some of the very first characters that I ever got to draw and got published, the first characters that I ever drew that got published nationally were Disney characters. I was drawing Pluto and Goofy and Mickey. And it's so much fun for me to challenge myself to drawing the Disney characters that we all love so much, and I have never drawn before. And while we're on the Lion King, there's that little pain in the neck, Zazu. And I did a little mashup there with Gonzo's sweetheart, Camilla. It just made sense to me. This is so much fun for me, it really is. By the way, if you didn't get this, oh, and there's Rafiki. I love this one. Got a lot of, we got a lot of shading on this one. I take my time. It's one of the nice things about not being in production anymore on a comic strip or a television show. The stuff that I decide to work on is because I really want to do it, and I can take my time on it. Again, the website that you go to, and I know, and the last time I showed you guys these, you kind of went nuts, and everyone wrote to me and said, I want this one and I want that one, and we were able to work that out. But if you will go to guyspops.com and subscribe there, and also look at all of the pops that I've already done. There are at least 100 different ones up there, and they're all different. So you get a beautiful toy inside, and some of them are very rare, and you get an original piece of artwork from me all together. We take all of the work of, going to the store and getting the pop or ordering it online or anything, and we do it for you. And I pick out pops that really will challenge me, characters that I really love to do that I wouldn't get a chance to do otherwise. And I'm just so lucky. There are so many characters between all of the Henson characters and Looney Tunes, and yes, there are Looney Tunes ones. The ones I'm showing you are just the ones that we're mailing out today. So go to guyspops.com. My name, Guy S. Pops. Guyspops.com. I really had a blast with this. I've never drawn Beetlejuice in my life. What do you think? What do you think? It reminds me of way back in the day when Random House would call me up and they'd get, a brand new licensed cartoon character for Saturday morning and say, Guy, is this something that you want to work on? And then if it was, I would teach myself how to draw the character and figure out what the character was all about and write the stories. And it was really challenging and something that I really loved doing, and now I get to do the exact same thing. Challenge myself, do something that I really love, and make you smile all at the same time. I've got an awesome gig. I love drawing Boo. It's kind of my version of Boo. It kind of looks a little Guy Gilchrist-y, I know. Little Chuck Jonesy, a little Disney-y. Not exactly like what Boo looks like, but my version of her. And, by the way, Mary Gibbs, who, when she was only 3 years old, when she got the job being the voice actress for Boo, she's an absolute sweetheart. She's about 23 years old now. Absolutely just charming, beautiful, incredibly talented. We met at a Comic-Con. And by the way, if you're wondering, besides guyspops.com, where can you get me to draw on pops, and where can you buy pops? Well, I'll tell you. You can come and visit me on June 8th. If you're in Nashville, you can come out to Franklin and come to Starbase 1552, and I will be out there on that Saturday. And they have some pops for sale, and you can also bring your own. And 10% of everything that we make that day will go to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, and we are also collecting food for the food bank for Second Harvest that day. And by the way, that'll be my second time being there, And speaking of incredible people that are business people, but and they're in the area, Mike Herman, an absolute dear friend. Mike has a place called Toy Man Toys and Comics, and they are in Knoxville. And on the 15th and 16th of June, that's Father's Day weekend. For both days, the 15th and the 16th, I'll be with Mike from 12 to 4 each day. And what a fun father and son thing for you dads to do with your kids. Come on out to Tall Man Toys on the 15th and the 16th and get some autographs. Bring some, you can get free autographs, by the way, if you bring some food for the homeless. We're going to work with Second Harvest there. This is the third time, Christmas being the first time, that I worked with Mike. And Mike does so much for charity. It's just crazy. And again, this time we're going to be having a percentage of the proceeds go to East Tennessee Children's Hospital, right there in Knoxville. And we're going to be, as I said, also collecting non-perishable food items. So if you really like these pops, it's guyspops.com. And go visit there, and remember, if you see something that you like, buy it. By the way, 10% of everything that I make at Guys Pops goes to children's charities. The main children's charity that I work with is the Poolholtz Family Foundation. Todd Perry, I love you so much. What an incredible man. He is an incredible illustrator, a great artist, and just one of the greatest human beings on the planet. And he works with Albert Pujols, the great Albert Pujols, the Babe Ruth of our time. And the money that gets raised through the Pujols Foundation goes to help children in poverty in the Dominican Republic, and also helps research and events for children with Down syndrome. There's Tigger. So, these are a few of the brand new ones that Mike will be receiving and putting up on the website pretty soon. And there's already about 100 of them there. And Mike is putting new ones up all the time because you guys have been incredible. The website has only been up for about a week. And we are selling. And as you can probably see, there's only one of each of these. You know, even when I do a lot of you know, of, let's say, the Turtles or the Fraggles, there's only one of each that's put up there at a time, and every single one is completely different. So you're going to get yourself a unique piece of artwork and a toy. Again, that's www.guyspops.com. You can always bring Pops with you, and at all of the Comic-Cons and stuff. You can also come and visit me. If you're in Tennessee, come and see me at Starbase 1552 on June 8th. And if you're in the Knoxville area, then you can come and spend a part of your Father's Day with me at Tall Man Comics in Knoxville. And you can go to their websites. You can also look right here on my website, my Facebook page, Guy Gilchrist production and see where I'm going to be. And we're updating these all the time. By the way, at the end of this month, June 1st and 2nd, I'll be in Chicago. I'll have some of these pops with me, and you can also bring pops for me to draw and sign for you there. And of course, I'll have all of my original artwork and all of that kind of just as always. And I've got to say that being retired, I'm not retired at all, but you know what I mean. Having retired from doing the Nancy comic strip, although I really love doing it, you know, and I did it for about 23 years, doing my own thing now is just the greatest. And, you know, I've got the greatest job in the world. And now that I'm touring, and mostly touring is what I do these days, going to the Comic-Cons and doing motivational speaking. And by the way, if there's somebody out there that would like to have me at an event or a create event around me doing my speaking, whether it's a library, museum, a school, or a Comic-Con, and you'd like me there, then reach out to me. Just direct message me. Oh, hi, Chris. It's Chris McQuillan, the Toy Man. And by the way, I'm going to be in St. Louis at Chris's. And Chris, you really do need these for your collection. And did you see Beetlejuice? That's kind of right up your alley, isn't it? I can't wait. Chris just is writing in saying that he can't wait for the event. And the very first weekend, the first Sunday in August, I'm going to be at the Toyman Show in St. Louis. And I hope that you'll come out. I will have some of the pops with me there. And of course, you can bring your own pops. And again, it's and oh, as I was saying, Chris, I get to do something now that I'm out of production that is a dream come true. You know, I never got a chance to hang out with you guys. With you guys that were growing up on all of the television shows and the comics and toys and everything that I was working on, because, you know, when you're in production, the deadlines are incredible. I'm not crying about it. It was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And, you know, I probably did enough work for about 3 lifetimes. But now that I've retired from production, I get to come out and meet you guys and draw things for you specifically. And that's just the coolest thing in the world. I wouldn't trade what I do for anything in the world. I'm so incredibly lucky, and I'm so fortunate that at this time in my life, I'm able to tour the world and the whole United States and come and see you guys. And I know that you say that I'm a big, big part of your childhood and all of that. Well, you're a big part of my life, and anything that I did it for you. We all did. Jim and Jerry, Michael, my dear Michael Frith, taught me everything. Whether it was the Muppets and Muppet Babies and Fraggles, or Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, whatever it was that I got a chance to work on, I was so blessed to be able to work on it, and now to be able to tour all over the place and meet you guys and hear your stories. And you get to hear mine, and we hang out for a while. It's just the coolest thing. You know, I was talking to my dear friend Carol Spinney recently, and we were talking about how folks don't understand that, you know, Carol and I didn't see very much of each other for 25, 30 years. We were busy. You know, he was being Big Bird and Oscar, and I was busy, you know, doing the Nancy comic strip and writing children's books and all that stuff, you know. But now that I'm on tour, and by the way, check my website and check my Facebook and my Instagram and know where I'm going to be. And And I can't wait to see you. You know, I sometimes get to meet thousands of you in one weekend. And that's more than I got a chance to meet, you know, for a decade. Unless I was doing a personal appearance someplace for Jim or for Looney Tunes or Tom and Jerry, Ted Turner, you know, or my own children's books and stuff, I didn't get a chance to get out of the studio, and now I do. And I'm just so, so blessed. Anyway, I love you very much. Again, where you get these pops, Toy Man, is and everybody else that if you're not watching me live here, then you're probably watching it recorded someplace else. And by the way, you know, I have so many Facebook pages, but the place that I do Facebook Lives is here at A Guy Gilchrist Production. So if you're watching this someplace else and you missed it, well, that's why you missed it. So join here. This will be the first place, and Instagram and Twitter. These are the places, the very, very first place on Facebook that you're going to find out that I'm going to be at Starbase 1552 on the 8th, or that I'm going to be in Chicago on June 1st and 2nd at the David E. Stevenson Convention Center with Comic Con Revolution, or that I'll be at Starbase 1552 the next Saturday, and that the next Saturday I'll be at Tall Man Toys with Mike Herman, or and where I'll be at the Toy Man Show in August, and all the places I'm going to be in between. That's where you're going to find out. And if you want these pops, then go to guyspops.com. Anyway, I love you very, very much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me the greatest life that any man could have ever asked for. The greatest gift to me is when someone's happy, and I know that I've had a part in making you happy. So I feel like I'm the luckiest man on the face of the earth when I see a smile. I love you.